Welcome back, my geeks and my peeps. How you guys doing today? I am Ben, the Every Person Geek, coming at you guys with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Superman and Lois on the CW. Now, they are on a little break until July 13th, I believe, is when they come back. But I want to talk about the last two episodes that aired. So if you guys haven't seen them yet, turn off this video, come back to it when you guys do watch them, because I might give you some spoilers. All right. So the last two episodes before their little mini break, we saw Lara inhabiting Lana's body. We saw Clark, or Superman rather, going up against his brother, um, Tal, which I thought was kind of interesting that they're doing like a brother storyline there. And apparently in the last episode that they aired, you had him with his own fortress. Superman has his fortress up in the cold in the Antarctic or North Pole, stuff like that. Whereas Ro has his in the desert, so hot and cold. But regardless, so we find out that the Eradicator was built by Lara on Krypton to try to preserve the Kryptonian history and consciousness and stuff like that. But Morgan Edge, Tal had perverted that invention to try to put Kryptonian consciousnesses into the civilians of Smallville and stuff like that. So in that episode, we saw Superman and Lara reconnect and go over like a lot of the stuff, about what she wanted for him, and that she was a really good person, and Tal abused the Eradicator and stuff. Funny enough, well, they winded up, fixing all the people of Smallville at the end of the end of the second to the last episode, and all the people were returning back to normal. And because Clark used a lot of his power in order to accomplish that, he wound up flying toward his Fortress of Solitude and collapsed from exhaustion. And while he was holding the Eradicator in his arms. Now, going into the next episode, we start to see the history of Clark in Smallville, learning his powers, meeting Lois, and everything else which I think they did a really good job. See, a lot of people who love the Smallville series are loving this series too. Just because of the elements that they're using in the show, the fact that it's centered around Smallville, the fact that it's Superman. So when they did his history, going into his past and everything, I enjoyed it. Being a Smallville fan, being Smallville fanatic rather, I actually really did enjoy them, the way they did that in the Superman and Lois show on the CW. That they did it the way they did. Showed Clark as a teenager. I guess he was about 18 in that, even though the actor that they used looked to be about 14. But I guess he was 18 because, he left home, went up to the fortress, started learning his powers. You had a good part where Jarrell was doing the voiceover of him, doing his powers, doing the super speed and the flight and everything. So I think they really did a really good job with that. And then we found out that, of course, Lois is the one that named Superman. I liked how they were going back and forth where, Lois was actually falling in love with Clark instead of falling in love with Superman, which I think they did a really good job with that fact, to put that in there, because usually, with the Christopher Reeves movie, it was Lois falling in love with Superman before she fell in love with Clark. So I think it was really cool that they did it the opposite way, that she fell in love with Clark first and then Superman. So I think that was really awesome. Um, and then you had the whole thing where it was Tal had this head machine on that he was examining Superman's past to find out who he was. He found out that he was Clark Kent. He found out that Lois was his wife, the two boys, everything, and he threatened to use them against Clark in order for Clark to join him. Um, had a little battle inside the Fortress of Solitude, basically trashed the place. Talro flew away to Smallville to threaten Lois and the boys. Superman shows up, decides to join Talro, and Lois goes ahead and calls John Henry Irons to notify him that, Superman might be turning bad. So, a couple of things in these two episodes. Number one, I love the fact that they used the 1938, well, a variation of the 1938 Superman costume. As you see right here, that's the original. And in a few seconds, I'm going to show you what they used in the show. And now we're going to get side by side. All right? So this is the side by side. I think they did a really good job of using his original suit, which was actually given to him by his mother, Martha Kent, which I thought was pretty cool, because they kind of stuck with that type of storyline that Martha was the one that gave him the Superman suit. I like the fact that they're acknowledging that there was a progression in the suit, that he may have had many different iterations of the suit, which I thought was pretty cool. Another thing with the end of the episode, well, the one before they went on hiatus for a couple of weeks, was the fact that Zeta Row was Talro's father, and he was doing the whole holographic thing, just like Jor-El did for Clark, for Kal-El. I thought this was pretty interesting, even though Zeta Row, if you look, kind of looks like a mixture between, Palpatine and I guess the Beastmaster. They got the villain in the Beastmaster. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Beastmaster, but beside the point. Different show, different time. But, however, that was actually, pretty cool how they were doing that incorporation. And then they wind up putting him through like this beam that was trying to alter his personality. And you see at the end, he looks up in the superhero pose. His eyes are glowing red, like he's about to get like just go buck wild, which I think was pretty interesting. Also, the one thing that I have an issue with this stuff that's coming out nowadays for Superman, why are they always making him turn evil? I mean, you had it in the Snyder Cut, you have it now in this, you have it in the comics, you have it in the video games. It's like, dude, just let Superman be Superman. Stop trying to turn him evil. That Bright movie where the kid is like evil, and you got Homelander, you got the dad from the Amazon Prime show Invincible. It's just like all these Superman equivalent characters are just plain dicks and evil. You know what I mean? So I just wish they would just keep Superman good for something. You know what I mean? But it looks like they might be turning him evil. And the Eradicator machine, this was what I was going to say earlier, actually is the name of one of the characters that came out of the reign of Superman, which you're going to see right here on the side. You got a 4-panel. You got Steel. You have, Cyborg Superman, Steel, Superboy, like a version of Superboy, and then that bottom left is the Eradicator. Okay, or your bottom right. I'm sorry. Yeah, your bottom right is the Eradicator. Now, the Eradicator was a machine that winded up taking on a humanoid, body, and becoming, a fill-in for Superman as he was recouping in the Fortress of Solitude. But he winded up becoming like an anti-hero and was like really like strict and, kind of think of Punisher with super strength almost. You know what I mean? So that character, when they brain fart, when they wind up putting the Eradicator into the wall of Tal Rose Fortress of Solitude, I'm trying to wonder if they're going to wind up creating the actual Eradicator character in which Superman's going to wind up having to fight once he gets snapped out of the whole, I am evil thing, which I think Lois and the boys are going to have a role to play in that. Well, of course. I mean, it's the CW. You got to throw in some elements of soap opera drama in it. But I think they've been doing really, really well with the Superman and Lois television show on the CW. Because I did a video, I would say about 2 or 3 months ago, where I talked about I only saw like maybe the first or second episode of the Superman and Lois, so I thought it was all right. I'm gonna keep my opinions open and stuff like that, my mind. And here, they're doing a good job. I think this might become one of my new favorite shows because, in all honesty, The Flash has been lacking. Um, yeah, no, Supergirl, I haven't really watched this season yet either, and I know it's ending this season, but I haven't really been catching up on any of the things of the CW. So for me to watch the Superman and Lois, I think they're doing really good, and they're coming out with a really strong first season. I want them to continue that, and I'm hoping to God that next season they do really well and just really go off from there. Bringing in Brainiac, I would love to see Brainiac. I would love to see a better Doomsday, a better Dark Side than what was in Smallville, and also in the movies, better versions of those. That would be incredible if they were to bring those in. Lex Luthor, I know John Cryer is the Luthor of the CW, um, CW universe, but I would like to see, John Cryer come into it then, if they're going to stay with him and everything else. Excuse me again. If they're going to stay with him, um, I think that would be really cool and a really, really um, good storylines. Like I said, the Brainiac storyline, I would love to see a better Brainiac, a better Dark Side. Maybe even bring in Deathstroke. Not Deathstroke. Yeah, Deathstroke. I know Deathstroke is a Batman villain, but it would be cool to see him in there. Um, or a Slade Wilson type of character. Um, I don't know. Parasite. I would love to see Parasite in there too. Um, there's so many different storylines and stuff like that that they could wind up going into that I would really like to see them do. But as I was saying, Superman and Lois, if you guys haven't been watching it yet, tune into it. This is from a diehard Superman fan. I think you guys will really enjoy it, and I think you guys will really love it. Especially if you were a Smallville fan, tune in, take a watch on it. I know you guys love Tom Welling, but Tyler Hoechlin is doing a really good job being Superman. I think his Clark Kent in those back episodes, in that flashback episode, was spot on. I think he did a really good job on that. I think he does a really good job on Superman. He is bringing somewhat of a realistic view into Superman, where Superman is still a Boy Scout, but he still has that suave to him. You know what I mean? So guys, check it out. I think you guys will enjoy it. Thank you for watching, guys. If you don't like it and you guys have an issue, put it in the comments below. Give me a like. If you do enjoy the show, what aspects of the show are you enjoying? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. See if we, like the same aspects. Um, just put them down there. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are feeling on the new episodes. Let me know how you guys are feeling about my videos, whether or not you like them. I know someone in one of my last videos said that my lip movement was off from my voice, so hopefully I corrected that issue and it all matches up now, and you get for a better viewing experience for you guys. But again, guys, put it in the comments below. Let me know how you guys feel, what you guys are thinking. What do you think I should do my next video on, or do a video on? I would love to hear about it. I'll do some research and I'll throw it up. Hey, I'm always looking for ideas. All right, guys, thank you very much again. Thank you for watching so much. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Above all, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And guys, as always, may the odds ever be in your favor. And have a good one and good luck to you guys. Thank you again. I appreciate it.